Rightio, girls. I'm obviously not here, so there's the shape location transformation booklet which we are looking at. So just follow through as we go across. These are the things that we're going to be focusing on. Okay, so if you could please just write your name, obviously in the section where it says name, that would be fantastic. All right, let's get started with this. So first thing we're going to be doing is isometric drawings. Okay, so we're going to run through how to actually do this in a moment. So take out your highlighter so it's ready to go. Right, so when drawing an isometric is we have isometric paper, as you can see over on the right hand side. There should never be any horizontal lines. Okay, so that's one thing that we don't draw with isometrics. Okay, so the only things that we draw is that we draw vertical lines. As you can see here, this is an example of a vertical line. And if we go through and have a look at our other styles of lines, which are diagonals, all right? So you can see the diagonals go in two different directions. They go in this direction, and also they go in that direction, okay? So there shouldn't be any lines going directly across the page. So for this sentence here, it means that we shouldn't draw any lines going straight across like so, okay? So let's make sure we don't do that. So only 3 lines in 3 different directions in order to do isometrics, okay? First thing we're going to do is identify our leading edge, okay? Now, effectively, this is kind of like a starting point. For our leading edge, I kind of think of the leading edges in the diagram, which one is in fact closest to you. So these ones are the ones I'm highlighting in green. I would imagine these ones are in fact kind of the closest ones to me. We can see we've actually got 2 for that one here, one here, one here, etc., etc. Once again, we've got 2 for that one, and these are my leading edges, okay? So effectively, this edge should be facing you. All right, so we're going to give it a go in terms of this idea of drawing them soon. Okay, this idea of using 3 colors is quite a good idea to shade the object in order to be able to best see all the different sides. You don't have to perfectly shade it like what you've seen there. You might even just add a little splash of color to it, which might make it a little bit easier. All right, using 8 cubes provided, okay. Construct a cube that is too tall, too wide, and too long. Draw your cube in isometric paper below. All right, so before you start, this is since you're starting from the front or the one closest to you, you don't want to be starting your drawing back here because you need to go 2 back, which is you've already gone off the grid there. Okay, so be clever about where you start. I'm going to start this drawing right down the front. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of center. I'm going to start with my leading edge. So this is the one which is closest to me. Remember, I can only go vertical, diagonally to the right, or diagonally to the left, okay? So I'm now going to create these faces. So it needs to be 2 high, which is what I've done. So this is create at a height of 2, okay? So what I'm then going to do is make sure it goes backwards by 2. I'm going to continue this face up by 2 and back to my other point here by 2, okay? Now, to show that it is in fact two cubes tall and 2 cubes wide, this now shows this face as 2 tall and 2 wide, and they're now starting to take shape in terms of a square-like or cube-like pattern. So I've effectively done one of these sides. I now need to go over and do it to the left. So again, I want to do it 2 this way, 2 up, and 2 across. You will be using your ruler, so it'll look even better than mine. Let's continue this face to show the different cubes. Whoops, that was a bit off. Like so. All right, let's continue across the top. We're going to meet these lines across the top. And now we can see that it is of length 2, height 2, width 2. All right. Now, shading my colors, it doesn't matter what 3 colors you use, okay? I'll do something similar to the one listed just above. So the top, okay, is green. Again, you can see my shading isn't perfect. You might choose to do it a little bit better than mine. I'm going to do pink on this side. So that's what I would see from this side. And I'm going to do blue on this side. Okay, so this becomes a little bit more important to us a little bit later on, but it clearly shows all the 3 different sides, top, side, and front view. Okay, so we need lots and lots of practice of this, okay? This time, we are now going to use a rectangular prism using 6 cubes. It's going to be 3 long, 2 tall, and 1 wide. Okay, so it's going to be 3 long, 2 tall, and 1 wide. Let's start with its leading edge. So it's going to be 2 tall. All right, 1, 2. You have the option here of whatever direction you want to go. So if you want to go out to the right by 3, or if you want to go over to the left by 3, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to do mine going to the right. 1, 2, 3. That is the 3 long, and it is 2 high. 1, 2. Connect it back to the start. Draw your lines in to show that it is 3 by 2, and it is 1 wide. So now I'm only going to go across 1, across 1, across 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and join the connecting lines like so. So we can see it is 3 long, 2 wide, 2 tall, and 1 wide. And again, we can shade these different regions. So I'm going to continue with my color trend, which was green on the top. 1, 2, 3. I had blue on the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I had pink from the front, 1 and 2. Okay. You can change the leading diagonal, okay, so you can experiment with this a little bit. So you might choose to have it tailing off to the left, okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, oh, that line went a bit wonky, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, across, and then our 1 deep like so. And we're starting to get the hang of this a little bit better. It's the same shape, it's just orientated differently. See if you can draw that in different orientations. Maybe you choose to have it laying flat, okay? So that if you rotated it flat, maybe that would look different. Okay, so the task that you're going to complete for today is you're going to complete these isometric drawings using the 3 different colors, okay? So it's kind of up to you, your creativity of how you want to finish each of these different shapes. If you want to keep it simple, you might in fact just choose to finalize these ones, right? It's kind of your choice of how you want to finish this, okay? So you might choose to just do this, adding in some extra annotations like so, just to finalize that one. Maybe that's all you do, or maybe you get a little bit more creative and say, well, actually, I'm using what's there. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. It's kind of up to you. All right, so just adding in some extra annotations there. You can see what is changing here. Okay, I don't know, be creative. It's kind of up to you how you choose to do that there. Okay, so you be as creative as you want for these different shapes. It's your choice. You can't really get it wrong unless you start to draw some horizontal lines, etc. Okay, so that's the exercise for today, right? There's lots of questions for you to practice here. And then there's some fast finishes where you can just start to look at removing some of these cubes and then redrawing the shapes below. Okay. All right. So good luck with that and see how you go.